Hello world! Welcome back to another BYU CTF 2022 write-up video. In this video, we'll be covering the forensics challenge Qool Raster. Let's get into it. So if you look at the first letters of each word, it says QR, so this probably has something to do with the QR code. If we open up the scanme.txt file they provide you, you'll see there's nothing here, or is there? I mean, if we highlight, it looks like there's something there, right? Well, let's quickly take this and put it into a hex editor, and you'll notice that there is actual data here. Now, the way we can actually view that raw data is by simply going to Notepad++, because that'll actually show us all the raw information that we need to look at. And indeed, that does look like a QR code, doesn't it? Now then, how do we convert this into an image? Well, this is kind of nuts, known as white space interpretation. And white space language is an esoteric language, which means it's never really used anywhere. It was just made for whatever reason. Somebody was probably on crack or something, and they just decided, hey, let me make a language that's completely made out of unreadable characters in white space. So that being said, it's not really white space because it is literally just characters that make up a QR code. But what we can do is replace, since it's really only two characters being used here besides the new line characters, we can replace one character with a 1 and one character with a 0. Because at the end of the day, what is a QR code? It's a binary image. So let's convert the squares to ones. So we can simply highlight one and do Control-H for replace. Now you won't be able to see the character here, but it is what we have selected. And we'll replace it with a 1. Okay. And then we'll take the white space here and replace that with a 0. Oops. There we go. Okay, so now we have a binary text file that represents our QR image. Now what do we do? Well, let's first get rid of that new line. All QR codes are some kind of square, right? So the length and the width are the same. So this is a 50 by 50 square. So we're gonna take this and we're going to copy it into decodefr, because decodefr has a binary image converter where we can take binary and convert it into an image and vice versa. So let's paste that in down here because we want to do binary to image generator and not image to binary converter. And also make sure you set your width of the image to 50. And then we can leave this checked. Sometimes in these binary images, 0 represents white. Sometimes it represents black, and the same thing for 1. Sometimes it represents white, and sometimes it represents black. So we just gotta play with it until we get a proper QR image. So we'll click draw, and we do have, well, it looks like we got it right on our first try because we do have a readable QR code image here. Now I tried loading that QR code image into ZBar image, and you can actually see my attempts here to do that. If I scroll up a little bit. But it wasn't really working. I guess it was too small for it to read or something. So I just used an online decoder and it worked just fine. So we're going to go back to decode and right click save image as, and then we're going to save it as index.png, I guess. That works. Actually, you know what? Let's just save it as flag.png. Why don't we? And we're going to come back to ZXing or whatever this is, and we're going to browse to our flag, submit it, and there's our flag. Yes, it is a QR code, and then some random junk after that. So let's submit that. And there you have it. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.